Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zuko policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Dragon Form! Dragon Form!
Eat this! Take this! Tiger Blade!
It's almost too strong. Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Far enough!
I can carve through armor.
Eat dirt!
I'm on it.
Guardian Field!
I really owe you one.
Dragon
Let
Form!
me free you of your power.
This one's mine!
Leave
I
him
have
smelling
no
to me.
limits.
Yeah,
Dragon
and
Form!
trouble is to me.
Guardian Field!
I really owe you one. Elusive deity. Rotating
Dragon Form!
The enemy feels ours too.
we'll soon see about that.
I let my guard down. I couldn't make it in time. From beyond.
I owe you one.
It's time. Take this. All good things come to an end.
Train harder!
You're finished!
This one's
Can you
mine!
take it?
Dragon Form!
Tiger Blade!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate. Allow me to help you.
Ready? Try harder!
It's not too late to bow out.
I'm not looking to get our tails kicked to us.
That's exactly why.
Dragon Form! Take this! You're finished! Dragon Form! Dragon Form!
I'll finish you here and now.
Is this it? Forgive me. This is my fault.
Let us take to the fray. Resuscitation. That frickin' does it.
Not done yet.
Look sharp!
Here I come!
Discard!
You're finished! You're mine!
Ready to go! Talon Storm!
I really owe you one. Now we're not.
Here I come! You're finished!
No further.
I'll be saving this one.
Dragon Form!
Illuminate the stars.
Resonate with the earth.
Holy glory.
It's on!
I will
Dragon
all
Form!
Now,
Now I'm in the groove.
Eat dirt!
Tempest World.
Dragon
mess
Form!
with me.
Stay away from my friend! I'm not done! Dragon Form!
Thunderfield.
Take this!
Raging Tempest.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Super
Here I come!
Collision.
Dragon Form!
Now,
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
you know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage This fury I feel at our so-called rulers. It comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me. And left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion. Then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right. that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay.
Why?
Ugh. Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Dragon Swarm! Here I go!
Denied!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Dragon Blade! Elusive deity! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Heal! Take this!
One more! Tiger Blade!
This one's all
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisher!
Elusive deity!
This one's down!
Rotating pile driver!
Tiger Blade!
Flew away!
Ready to go!
Raining flash!
Shine! Prepare to be sealed!
Regenerate!
So you clamor for my true power?
That's the power of light!
From beyond,
ready to
imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitation!
You see what
Some
happened there is you
punishment?
crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Light up the dark!
Here I go!
All right, let me at it! The power of light! All right, let me at him!
Double Demon Fang!
Piercing roar!
Flew away! Double Demon Fang! My turn!
Crescent moon!
It's over!
Tiger
It's
blade!
on! Double...
No! Don't leave me alone here.
The wicked. From beyond,
Fantastic.
this vanquished
Now my
soul with
clothes
love.
are ruined.
Resuscitation. I'm ready to go.
light. Not done yet!
Heal.
Dragon Swarm!
Now you've gone and ticked me
Radiant
off!
light. Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Tiger blade!
I owe you one. I'm not done! Raining crash!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisher!
Take this!
Heal!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's pushed!
This one's all mine!
Guardian Field! I'm ready to go!
Catapult! You're mine! Die!
Heal!
I really
You're
am.
mine!
Piercing roar!
Flew away! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
What's this thing?
Coming through!
You're mine! Eat dirt!
Heal!
I'll smash you!
Illuminate the dark!
Now I'm in the groove! All good things come to an
You're
end.
mine!
Holy land!
You're finished! Double Ignite! Radiant light!
Sleep now.
Regenerate!
I'll be saving this
No!
one.
I can't end here!
Lightning orb! More where that came from. Thunder
See what
blast!
happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done
Illuminate
that.
the dark! Come forth, holy glim, holy lamp! The close one! Here's the lightning condemned! Lightning condemned! Illuminate the dark! Shining supernova! Mom! Dad!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Almost!
I can't believe this.
Did we really just spend that much? Money?
Hoodle senses an owl around here. Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Double demon fang! Suffer in silence! Radiant slap!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Photon Blast!
Blow away!
Illuminate the dark!
Radiant
Glimmer! Holy Land!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! You're mine! Infernal punch! Escape! Blow away!
Illuminate the
Shine! Radiant light!
Holy Land!
Double demon fang!
Thanks so much!
You're mine! It's over! This one's all mine! It's over!
Sealed!
Blow away! Heal!
More for the stuff! With this, I can become even stronger. There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Let's see what you've got.
I'm on! Here I come!
Take this!
Take this! I'm on it! What? You're finished!
Are those arms even natural?
Radiant slap! I'm on it! Blow away! Take this!
Eat this!
Blow away!
Tectonic heat!
Dragon form!
Hands in the wind! Sleep now. I'll be saving you.
Double demon fang! Double... This isn't looking good! I'm not... Double demon fang!
Legion
Double demon fang!
Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
benediction
Not
light.
here!
Here goes.
You're finished! Soaring light spear!
Illuminate the dark!
Now I'm in the
Glimmer!
groove.
Holy Land!
Resonate with the
Dragon
earth.
swarm!
Stalagmite.
Raining slit! You're mine! You're dead!
Wind astral energy!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
No choice! You're mine! It's
tear you
over!
apart!
Eat dirt!
I'll grind you into dust! Elusive deity!
Raging cascade!
Shine!
Blow away! Devastation!
Now I'm real mad!
In here!
Regenerate!
I'll be saving
Allow me to
this
help
one.
you.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks,
Double
Kisara.
demon fang! You're mine!
Confiscated!
Strike!
Now you see what I can do! Take this! Eat this!
Dragon swarm!
Tempest Swirl! Where was that came from?
Take this!
Gotta hold it together. Do or die.
You're mine! It's over!
In here!
Devastation!
I'll be
Soaring
saving
light
this
spear!
one.
Elusive deity! Soaring
You're
light!
mine!
Astral energy! More where that came from.
Blow away! Ah!
Tempest
Shine!
Swirl!
Radiant light!
Swirl!
Double
Swirl!
demon fang! Try harder!
Regenerate!
My turn!
I really
Strike!
know you one.
Dragon swarm!
Allow me to help you. Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Take this!
Regenerate!
You're finished! Dragon swarm!
Eagle fly! I'll do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact clock!
Let's refrain from losing.
Ho, ho! Ho, 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 ho! Ho, ho, ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
What do you... So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Xion. I know we will.
Good night, everyone.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cislodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately, that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms. You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me, or does Rinwo suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though, there are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Gotta break through! You're mine! It's over! I'm on Blow away!
Illuminate the sun!
You're mine!
Duel of the arts!
Dragon Swarm! Blow away! Ready? Come one, come on! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Blow away! Shut him down!
In a bind?
Blow away!
Showtime!
Ready?
Captivity!
Eagle Strike! Does it hurt? Finish! Does it hurt?
Lightning orb!
Shockwave Strike!
Air thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Photon blast!
Dragon Blow away! Double Demon Fang!
Now!
Double Demon Fang!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Light ash in the wind! Air thrust! Now!
Rainbow! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Back him down! Double Demon! I'll take you all on!
Raging storm! Long flight!
Should have messed with me!
Can't end here!
Forgive me.
Illuminate the sun!
No, I won't give in!
Prepare to be sealed! Resuscitation!
Our art is being interrupted. Take this!
Light astral energy!
This is some punishment.
Sorry.
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Double Demon Fang! Try harder! Now! No escape! Blow away! Double Demon Fang! I have no limits!
We're doomed. Doomed!
Pull it together, Law.
Sorry, right. I'm calm.
Piercing roar!
Not my finest.
No! Don't leave me all alone here. one's mine! This one's mine! I'm gone! Igneous! Fall back! I'll hold them off!
Hey, look at that.
This one will be difficult to predict.
It's all Dragon Form!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade!
Catapult! Shuckling
Steel!
Blast!
Raging Hunter!
Popular! It's on a roll now! Dragon
Art
Form!
Expert coming through!
Can you take it? All back in your defense!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Dragon Form!
Raging Cascade!
It's
I'm
on!
just getting started!
Sleep now.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dominate in an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Illuminate the
I'll
dark.
finish you here and now!
Eat dirt!
Holy land.
Burn! Take this! Dragon Shell! Take this!
Not in your dreams.
Eagle armor won't save you!
Dragon Form!
Light Astrolite. Illuminate the dark. Now.
Midway! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Crumble!
Can you take it? Can't get out of this!
Raging Storm.
Strike! Dragon Form!
I'm ready!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Dragon Form!
Holy land.
Raining Slash! Blew away! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Take this!
Illuminate the
You're
dark.
finished!
Damn!
Holy
On
glimmer.
a roll now!
Take this! Raining
Just
Slash!
getting started! Catapult! Take this!
Raining Slash! Blew away! Here I come! Blew away! Double hit time!
Dragon Shell!
Blew away! Dragon Form!
Art Expert coming through.
Right! Inferno Punch!
You're mine! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Form!
Art requires complete
Captivity! First strike!
I shall ensure you survive this.
here.
Shuckling Blast!
Punch!
You're finished!
Illuminate the dark.
No escape! Dragon
Can you
Form!
take it?
Holy land.
Catapult!
Raining Slash!
Illuminate the
Resonate
dark.
with the
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
What is it, Hoodle? You want to go back?
Animal intuition, perhaps?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I'm like bait to them!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy land.
Raining... Dragon Form!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
Save you! No complaints here!
Dragon Form!
Eat
Hit time!
I can't hold on much longer. Holy
Dragon
land.
Form!
Too much to handle? Lightning is done.
You picked the wrong fight!
Blow them away!
Raging Cascade!
My turn!
Acceptable.
No further! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the top! Holy Land!
You should have left with me!
Double Demon Fang! You're mine! It's over!
Lightning Orb!
Resonate with the earth! I couldn't make it in time.
Double Demon Fang!
Our expert
We're dead! Double Demon Fang!
No on sidewalk! Photon Sword! Raging Cascade!
Resonate with the earth!
Dragon Swarm!
Air Thrust! Now!
All yours, Isara!
Not kill! No escape!
Negative
Starlight Spear!
Resonate with the earth!
You're mine! Eat dirt!
Sleep now!
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth!
Try harder! Not a kill!
Stalagmite!
Dragon Swarm!
Captain Swirl! Up and at it now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed walk.
Double Demon Fang!
Thunderblade!
Double Demon
Illuminate! Come forth! Holy Quiver!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try. But that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Can you let that gel hide or something change?
It's over! Take this! I'm on a roll now! Dragon Swarm!
Eagle Dive!
Blow away!
No armor. Negative technique.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Double Demon Fang! This one! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! We're cleaning house!
Let me take a rest.
Wow, someone's feeling lively. Holy Land!
Do it!
Now, look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. See that?
That training's paying off!
Take it.
Soaring White Spear! Here I come!
Swallow dance.
Now!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Everyone hanging in there?
Let's see what you've got.
Take this.
Here I come! Blow away! Dragon Swarm! Blow away!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest! No escape!
Forgive me. You see what happened there if you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Now I'm in
You're mine!
Hard expert,
It's
coming
over.
through. Now,
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
way to go.
No escape!
Smash you!
You're
Now
finished.
in the groove!
You're mine!
I'm on it!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Dragon Swarm!
Watch it!
Dragon Swarm!
Strike! Talon Hurricane!
Raining
Raging
Slash!
cascade.
Inferno Punch!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
That's freaking done!
Don't mind if I do.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Now, law.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer. Holy land. I can do
Blow
it all
away.
day.
You're mine! You're finished!
Light
Blow
and
away.
illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer.
Raining Slash!
Holy land.
Dragon Swarm!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Gotta break through! You're mine!
In here.
Demon Fang!
Get on it.
Rain Sword! Dragon Swarm!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're
Take
rich.
it! It's over!
Eat this!
Here I come!
I'll end you!
Talon Sword! No
I'll
escape!
finish you here! Elusive deity!
Dragon
Hitting
Swarm!
punch! You see what happened there as you crossed me?
You're
Shouldn't have
finished!
done that! Dance on the
You're
wind!
mine! It's over!
Eat this! Come and get it!
You got company.
Eat dirt!
Illuminate the
Here I
dark.
come!
Come forth,
You're
holy
finished!
glimmer.
Elusive deity! You made quick work of them! Want me to pick up this last film? Just pointing it out!
Dragon Swarm! Take this!
Don't mind if I do.
Dragon Swarm!
No further!
It's on! Dragon Swarm!
Oh, I lost my focus! I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact drop!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
They're surrounding us.
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
Raging storm.
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Holy land.
Watch this! Whirlwind of that!
Double Demon Fang!
Radiant light!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
There you go! Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Dragon Swarm!
Holy land.
Take this! I'm on it! Double Demon Fang!
My reach is even wider.
Double Demon Fang!
I felt fine not too long ago. No further!
Double Demon Fang! This one's all yours! You picked the wrong fight!
Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity! Eagle ray!
Astral energy.
That's freaking done it!
Dragon Swarm!
You apart!
In here.
Dance on
Get
the
out of
wind!
there. Not on my watch.
Big blast! I'm
Astral
ready!
energy.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Bullseye.
Try
Raging
harder!
cascade.
Not escape!
No! I won't give in!
Dragon Swarm!
Ready. Wind astral
Take this!
All right. It's showtime.
Dragon Swarm!
In
It's
here.
on! Dragon
I'm ready!
Swarm!
Law!
think I'm getting stronger.
This'll make us even more formidable.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to give up now.
Yeah, just gotta buckle down.
That's the spirit.
Let's see what you've got. Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do!
Captivity! Double Demon Fang!
Now!
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! Here I come! Here I come!
Raging storm!
Double Demon Fang! Flew away!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me?
I'll finish you here and now!
This one's all mine!
I'm ready!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Negative kick! Resonate with the
Flew away! Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm!
Blow away!
Steel Force! Lightning Condemned!
What? Get ready and rip!
You're mine!
Inferno!
Take this! It's over! Catapult! Dragon Swarm!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Now!
Rinwell! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! First strike! In a bind?
Raging
Armor won't sink! There's always room for improvement. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us? Almost done! Aim for the weak spot. Here I come! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
I'll tear you apart!
Raining strike!
Just getting started!
Away!
Catapult! Eagle assault! Talon sword!
Raining strike!
I'll grind you into
Double
dust!
demon
One
fang!
more time!
Take this!
Holy Lance! Dance in the wind!
Can't get out of this! Now I'm in the captivity! Eagle assault!
Thunderblade! One more time!
Blow away!
Swallow dance! Ready or
Holy
ready?
Lance! Hearts require complete focus!
Wall to shield from
Illuminate
calamity!
the dark! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
No! Can't get here!
I couldn't make it in
Dance in the
time.
wind!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Crumble! Talon sword!
Ready!
Watch this!
Dance in
I
the
can
wind!
carve through armor! It's finished!
Let's do it!
Just the dark! I'm just getting
Blow
started!
away!
Here I come!
You're finished!
Rip its
Blow
hair!
away! Raining strike!
Raise cascade!
Can't get out of this!
Spread!
This one's
Dance
all
in the
mine!
wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust!
Shine!
Radiant light!
Regeneration! Regenerate!
I owe you one!
Here's the lightning condense!
Raining strike! Blow away!
Illuminate the dark!
Soaring blood if you hear it now!
Raining strike! Blow away!
Can you take it? Does it hurt? These fists have got your name on them! First strike! Dance on the wind!
Lightning
Blow
orb!
away!
Dance in the
Raining
wind!
strike!
Air
Blow
thrust!
away!
I'm on it!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Lost my focus!
Illuminate the
Shattering
dark!
to pieces! Armor
I'll
won't
stop
save
its
you!
charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Captivity!
Blow away! Raining strike!
Illuminate the
Try
dark!
harder! Not a chance!
Holy glimmer!
Strike!
Regenerate!
Holy Lance!
Take this! I know you want.
Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Dance in the wind!
Hitting fire!
Now!
Don't leave.
All yours, Kisara! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
Raging
with life!
sword!
Resuscitation!
Blood
Eat
cut!
this! Benediction life!
Not done yet!
Heal!
Lightning orb!
Eat this!
Raining strike! Blow away!
Benediction life! Heal! Resonate with the earth! Not my
away!
finest! From beyond, in... You this vanquished
This
soul
should do
with
it.
life! Resuscitation!
Double demon fang!
That's gonna smart.
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
From beyond,
This
in
is
Double
gonna
this
be
one's all
lightning
mine!
condense!
life! Resuscitation!
Thunderblade! One more time!
Double demon fang!
Denied!
Holy Lance!
Double demon! Burn! Double demon fang!
Art expert coming
Double
over!
demon fang!
Wall now!
Air thrust!
Inferno
Light astrolated lightning condense!
Eat dirt!
Illuminate the dark! Holy Lance!
Raining strike!
Crescent slide! Can't get out of this! It was nice while it lasted. Ha! Shattering to pieces!
Double demon fang!
Hitting pile driver!
Double demon fang! Is this it?
Is this the end?
With our teamwork, we shall overcome this.
Then show us how.
Another
Do
incantation
something.
ruined. I am not beyond fury. Regenerate!
Illuminate the dark.
I'll blind you with the dark.
Nothing gets by me!
Imbue this vanquished soul with
Denied!
light. Resuscitation!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer, holy
Benediction light. Heal! From beyond,
Raging
imbue this
cascade.
vanquished soul with love.
Here.
Resuscitation!
Get on in there with the others.
I owe you one. From
Double
beyond,
demon fang.
imbue this
You'll pay
vanquished
for that.
soul with light. Resuscitation!
Double demon fang!
Now we're not
Double demon fang!
no further!
Double demon fang!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished
Dragon
soul
shell.
with light.
Watch this!
Blow away!
I still got some fight left in me.
Shattering to pieces!
This'll come in handy.
Leave the charges to me!
Double demon fang!
All right. It's
Wide open!
It won't
It looks like
escape
you
me.
got this one covered.
Blow away! Eat dirt!
Illuminate the dark.
Almost there!
Oh, close enough. Take it away, Long.
I thought you'd never ask.
Double demon fang! Stay away from my friends! Double demon fang!
Raging
Denied!
Double demon!
See him getting stronger.
Double...
Switching up its movements.
Watch out!
The enemy is going all out. All right. It's showtime.
This should do it!
Negative
Here's
gate.
another.
Double demon
with the
fang!
The light after the
Double demon fang! Double
Imbue this
demon fang!
vanquished soul with light.
Double demon fang!
light after light. Lightning descends.
This one's all mine!
Illuminate the dark.
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
Forgive me.
Double demon
Oh,
fang!
you are gonna pay for that!
Double demon fang!
Nothing gets by me! Denied!
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
I've let you all down.
Double demon fang! Double demon fang! Double demon fang! Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
Nothing gets by me! Denied!
Double demon! Double demon fang! No! It can't end here!
Come on! You have to hold on! Flaming meteor! Piercing roar! Time to shine! Guess I had to use it sometime. Time to shine! Time to shine! Piercing roar! No chance! Time to shine! Piercing roar! I can handle it! Ugh. Far enough! Piercing roar! Not like this!
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
In here!
A new melody.
Okay,
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
I'm on it. Blow away. Bring it down. Blow away. This one's all mine.
Shine!
Radiant light. Double demon fang.
Regenerate!
what a relief. Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Double demon fang. Eat this. Radiant flash. Blow away.
Now I'm in the groove.
Illuminate the dark!
Radiant flash. Blow away.
Is this it? I couldn't make it in time.
Heal! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation!
Gale Force!
Not done yet.
Benediction
Double demon fang.
Heal!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can.
Demon fang.
Glad you're on our side,
In
Dopamine.
here!
Resuscitation!
Double demon fang.
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Air thrust!
Don't suffer in silence.
Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack.
Illuminate the
prepared,
dark!
free from
Come
regret.
forth, holy
Such
quiver!
tremendous power.
Don't face it head on!
Double demon fang.
I'll run you through!
Not my fight.
Stay away from my friend.
Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation!
Double demon fang.
They'll pay for that! I am not beyond fury! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation!
This should do it. Double demon fang.
Death on the wind!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth,
Elusive
holy
deity!
quiver!
It's finished!
Let's do it!
I'll finish you here and now!
Take this. It's over.
Swallow dance!
Raining flash.
Dynamic
Blow
rock!
away.
Here goes!
Here I come. Eat dirt.
Dance in the wind!
In a bind?
Air thrust!
Dragon shout!
Photon
Two
flow!
punch! Death on the wind! Save you!
You're mine.
Dragon shout!
Double demon fang.
Can you take it?
Double demon fang. Double demon fang.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Come forth, holy quiver! Holy land!
Double demon fang.
Everlasting dark! Negative gate!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Radiant light! Force of regenerate! Regenerate!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Let us
forth,
take to
holy
the fray.
quiver! Holy land!
Shine! Radiant light!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Good. Leave it to you.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Double demon fang.
Not
now. Not ever. Double demon fang.
I'm ready! Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Benediction light!
Storm.
Heal!
Lightning Lord! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy quiver!
Take this!
Holy land! Who cares?
Armor
Forgive
won't
me.
save you! This is my fault. Regenerate!
Raining flash.
Watch this!
Double Demon Fang!
Seal!
You're mine! You're finished! Soaring Light Spear!
I've let you all down.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love.
Forgive me.
Illuminate the dark! Art
I
expert
owe you
coming
one.
through! Air thrust!
You'll pay for that! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon! It's on! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
This one's
Double
mine!
Demon Fang!
Flaming meteor!
Double Demon Fang!
Going in!
That's it.
This one's mine! This one's mine! This one's mine! Look sharp!
Double Demon Fang!
Come on! You have to hold on! Ha! That's it! Tiger Blade! Piercing roar! I'm going in! Guardian field! Alright, let me at him! Light up the dark! Alright, let me at him! Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! Flaming meteor! This... Guardian field! Alright, let me at him! Nicole!
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing eats is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Illuminate the dark!
Double Demon Fang!
The blocking part's their weak point.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara!
A new melody!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning condemned!
You succeeded!
Illuminate the dark!
Double Demon Fang! I could do without this pain!
Light out! Illuminate the dark!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Lightning orb!
Now we're talking!
Can't move. Forgive me.
Anything in order is all mine! No further! Death Blossom! Let us carve through armor!
Lightning orb!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitation! Inferno punch! Benediction! Eagle assault!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Air thrust!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Double Demon Fang!
Captivity!
Lightning orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Tectonic punch!
Double Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Double Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
It's all mine!
Double Demon Fang!
Now I'm real mad! Eat this! Talent Hurricane!
Double Demon Fang!
Force regeneration! Regenerate! Super Swallow Dead! Watch this!
Holy lamp!
Double Rolling Snap!
Dance in the wind!
Right!
Air thrust!
Shine! Radiant Light! Force regeneration! Regenerate! I'll finish you
Double
here!
Demon Fang!
I really owe you one!
Tunnel! Photon blast!
Resonate
Double
with the
Demon
earth!
Fang!
Stalagmite! Ellen Storm!
Who cares?
Benediction Imbue this vanquished soul with light.
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Still got some fire
Dragon
in me.
form! Take this!
Thunderblade! Illuminate
Negative
the dark!
Resonate with the
Double
air.
demon blast!
Inferno punch.
Eagle assault! Double demon fang!
Far enough.
It's too much!
Hold on to your heart.
I couldn't
Here I
make it in
come.
time.
Whirlwind
Death in the wind.
Gale force!
What?
Dance in the wind!
From beyond,
Air
imbue
thrust!
this vanquished soul with light. Resuscitation. Benediction.
Not done
All
yet!
good things come to an end. Benediction light. Heal. It's in your hands now.
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
Dare you do it?
More!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Double demon fang!
I'll finish you here and now.
Double
I'll finish you here and now.
Double demon fang!
Time to shine.
Double demon fang!
Look sharp.
Double demon! No! It can't end here!
No. I'm gone. Far enough. Armor won't save. I'm on a roll now. No. Tiger blade. Dragon shout. Piercing roar. First strike. I'm ready to go. Dragon shout. Talon storm. Look sharp. No. Eat this. Your tiger blade. First strike. I'll end you.
Not my finest.
Dave, come on! You have to hold on!
Time to shine.
Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! Leave the chargers to me! Swapping!
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath. All that thing eats is a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
In here! The flashing part's their weak point.
With the earth.
Alright, it's showtime! It looks like you guys are covered.
A wall
Raging
shield from
cascade!
calamity.
Barrier dance!
Heart requires complete focus.
Captivity. Benediction
I'm on it.
light.
Talon hurricane! I'll be saving you.
Just get into everlasting
Hit!
charge.
Alright,
death.
it's
Resonate with the
showtime!
earth. Should have messed with me. Stalagmite. You require a test. Benediction light. Heal. What a relief.
Come forth, holy glimmer, holy lamp!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
You
Regenerate.
pay for that! First strike!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light.
Eternal
Resuscitation.
devastation!
Shine. Radiant
Still
light.
got some fight
Force
left
of
in me.
regeneration.
Crush!
Regenerate. I really owe you one.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Don't suffer in silence.
Go
Resonate with the
time
earth.
first!
Stalagmite.
Crush!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Hold ready! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack.
Dance
Such
in the wind!
tremendous power.
Don't face it head on!
In here! I'm sorry.
Forgive me. This is my fault. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light. Resuscitation.
Eternal devastation!
This is some punishment.
Not done yet.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Swallow dare! I'll finish you here and
Eternal
now!
Devastation! Try harder!
Not my finest.
Stay away from my friends! Eternal Devastation! Hut! Crush! Its defenses are down! Eternal Devastation! Crush! Eternal Devastation! No escape! Hut! Crush! Hut! Tear! Hut! Eternal Devastation! Hut! Hut! Crush! Hut! Crush! Hut! Crush! Hut! Crush! Hut! Crush! Hut!
Going in.
Is this it?
Come on. You have to hold on. On guard. Tiger blade. Look sharp. Look sharp. Ground and pound. Crescent move. Going in. Tiger blade. Flaming meteor. This one's mine. No chance. Going in. That's it. Tiger blade. On guard. Guardian field. I'm ready to go. Guardian field. All right. Let me at him. The power of light. Nicole.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our... Hey,
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us? Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang for the weak spot!
lightning to
Double
death!
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward! Holy Lance!
Crush! Eternal Devastation!
Watch this. Let's
Both
tear 'em
sides
up.
lightning to death!
Crush!
Thunder Blade!
Eternal
Illuminate the
Devastation!
dark! Come forth! Holy
You
Quiver!
require a hand.
Holy Lance!
You picked the wrong fight!
Eat
No
this.
further!
Taloned Hurricane. Eagle Fly.
Can you take it?
Eternal Devastation!
Oh, now you're talking.
Crush!
A wall to shield from calamity.
Air thrust!
A debut performance.
There you go!
Both sides
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Radiant
forth! Holy Lance!
Taloned Hurricane.
Thanks! Eternal Devastation! Now I can let loose!
A thrilling performance.
Razor Cyclone!
Benediction light.
Heal! Now I can let
Its
loose!
wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
From beyond. Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on. Taloned Hurricane.
Illuminate the dark!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Holy Quiver!
I can carve through armor!
Not done yet!
Raging Storm! Tunnel!
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Lightning Orb! Raging
Is this it?
Hurricane!
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
What? We're just... trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal! Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Hit a word!
Lightning
This one
attack.
keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Holy Land!
You hear it now! Catapult! Eternal devastation! Crush! Let's tear him up!
Lightning orb!
Crumble!
Dance in the wind! Please
Eternal
now!
devastation!
Let's get you out of the way! What would I do without you?
Eternal devastation!
Carrot!
I'll tear you apart! Double demon fang! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitate! So far! Blow away!
I've still got some fight left in me.
Catapult!
Here's the lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land!
Eternal devastation!
Dance on the wind!
Crush strike!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Talent hurricane!
Shine! Radiant light!
All cities you hear it now!
Regenerate!
Holy land!
Let us take to the fray!
Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
No further.
Pay for that!
Such tremendous power!
Don't face it head on.
Crush! I'm on it! Talent watch it!
Tempest wall!
Eternal devastation! Try harder! Eternal devastation!
Dance in the wind!
Here you go! Eternal devastation! It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Eternal devastation!
I'll tear you apart!
Regenerate! I'm just getting started! Eagle assault! All finish you here now! Eternal devastation!
This will come in handy. Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! One more time!
Eternal devastation!
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Double demon fang!
Let us take to the fray!
Radiant assault! Head!
Super swallow dance!
Tunnel!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Oh,
Eternal devastation! Try harder!
illuminate the dark!
I couldn't make it in time.
You hear it now!
Lightning
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
illuminate the
with
dark!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Carrot!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation. Shine.
Not done yet.
Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate. There you go. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
Double demon fang!
What's this? It's gonna smart you
Shine.
apart!
Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Dance in the wind!
Eternal devastation!
Here!
I'll run you through!
Down in there with the others!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
It's on!
Regenerate. Don't suffer in
Dance
silence.
in the wind! Art expert coming through!
Nice while it lasted.
Elusive
Eternal devastation!
Soaring energy! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Sorry.
You are pay for that! Crush this rush! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation! Shine! Radiant light! Force
That's
of
gonna smart.
regeneration. Regenerate! Let us
one's
take to the
mine.
fray!
This one's mine.
Elusive deities!
Double demon fang!
Shine!
Ready.
Radiant light!
Lightning meteor!
Regeneration!
Eternal devastation!
Regenerate! Don't suffer in
Double
silence.
demon
one's
fang!
mine.
Dragon shout!
Coming
Double
on
demon
board
fang!
now!
Death catapult!
won't get out of this! Flaming
Shot! Radiant
Far
light!
enough!
Force of regeneration! Inferno punch!
Look sharp!
Flaming swarm! Small! Look sharp! Lightning
Tiger
tiger blade!
Flaming meteor!
Eternal devastation!
Eagle Fire! One's mine! Flaming meteor!
Eternal devastation! Hitting pile driver! Crush!
Talon Hurricane!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Appreciate the help.
Don't suffer in silence! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Give me. He who prepares is free.
You see what happened there is you crossed me.
This
Shouldn't have
death
done
shall
that.
not be forgotten.
From beyond, imbue this
Going in.
vanquished.
They are far too strong.
So you're giving up?
So much for finding solace with my allies.
Shattering! Double demon fang! Attack time! Double demon fang! Dragon Sword! Negative gate! Resonate with the... I'm gonna need more than that. Now or never. Double demon fang! Benediction light. Almost! Heal! Double demon fang!
Going in. Nothing gets by me.
Resonate with the earth!
Illuminate the dark!
Double demon fang!
Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Eternal devastation! In silence.
Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Resonate with the earth!
Run now! Armor won't save
The
you!
enemy's open.
Dance in the
Take
wind!
this!
Dragon Shell!
Air
Watch this!
Eternal devastation!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Heal! Now I can
Get
let
on in
loose.
there with the
Free you of your power. Dispel! Here you go!
If
you like me,
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
I'm on it! I've let you all down.
Stay away from my friends! From beyond!
Imbue this vanquished
Double demon fang!
Resuscitation.
Sleep now.
Double demon fang!
I can't hold on much longer. What you Alright, it's showtime.
Double demon fang!
Holy land.
Double demon fang! Eternal devastation! Shine! Radiant light!
Shield.
Force of regeneration! Be seen!
Thou art being interrupted.
Don't suffer in silence. I'm gonna need more than this. Resonate with the earth. Eternal devastation. I'm on. Double
The
demon
finishing
fang!
blow!
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that
Double
challenge.
demon fang! Double demon fang!
Hitting far enough! In a bind? Now you see what I can do! Eagle Ray!
Double demon fang! Eternal devastation!
I've let you all down.
Double demon fang!
Begin!
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
Rotating. Pile driver! Double demon fang! Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
All right. Let me out.
Double demon fang! Double demon fang!
The everlasting shark.
Double demon fang!
Gate.
Double demon fang!
I'll face you.
Double demon fang!
Everlasting
Eternal
shark.
devastation!
Negative gate. Resonate
Double
with the
demon
earth.
fang!
Stalagmite.
Double demon fang! Eternal devastation!
Captivity.
Double demon fang! Double demon fang! Double demon fang! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Double Demon Fang!
Can you take it?
Double Demon Fang! Crush! Crush!
I hope this thing is technically approved. Talon Storm! Not my
Double
finest.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Eternal Devastation! Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
Man, I'm famished.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Tohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. You're right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us. I came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised. So, Halim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renin, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renins who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renin would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renins, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danins such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dance in the wind! In here!
Super slow dance! Eternal devastation! Eternal devastation!
Just back it out again!
Prepare to be sealed!
Freeze Lancer!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Flew away! Crush! Eat dirt!
Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Eagle Assault!
Eternal
Holy
devastation!
Wind!
You're mine! You're finished! I'll take you all on! Here I come! Everlasting darkness! Iron Cleaver! Resonate with the earth! Take this! You're finished! Crush!
Lightning Condemned!
Iron Cleaver!
Shine!
Radiant light! Impulse! Regeneration! Regenerate! Eternal devastation! Crush! Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed bolt.
Now you see what I can do!
Not on my watch!
Crush! Catapult! Eternal devastation! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Well, looky here!
Let's see what you've got.
Crush! And swallow! You're mine! You're finished!
What's this?
Cleaver!
Dance in the wind! Here!
That shell's hiding something big.
Alan Hurricane! Eternal devastation!
I'll back in their defense!
You're mine!
Glad you have your
Take
uses.
this! I'll show you how useful I
That's
can
my
be!
cue.
Eat dirt! Shut him down!
Here goes!
Take this! It's over! Eternal devastation!
Catapult! Swallow me now!
Ready and try harder!
These fists have got your name on them!
My turn! I'm not done!
Radiant light! No, I won't give in!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
No backing down! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Resonate
Dance
with
in
the
the
earth!
wind!
Still
Air
alive!
thrust!
I'll smash you! I'm just getting
Go top
started!
flat! Dance in the wind!
Come and get me!
Air thrust!
This fist has got your name on him!
Take this!
So much!
Whirlwind
Eternal
Not in your
devastation!
dreams!
Crush! This one's all mine!
Hit! Leave the enemy arc to me!
No place here!
You're finished!
Sleep now!
Regenerate!
Get on in there with the earth!
Another incantation
go.
ruined.
You picked the wrong fight!
It would appear I attract too much.
I'm ready!
Crush!
Shine! Radiant light!
It's over!
Regeneration! Regenerate!
You're mine! It's over!
Whirlwind snap! Don't suffer in silence!
No escape! Eternal devastation!
Holy land!
Now I'm in the
Eternal
groove!
devastation!
I'm ready!
You're mine!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
It's go time!
Here I come!
Certainly not.
It's over!
I'll tear you
Not just getting started!
Devastation!
Do it! Catapult!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Looks like we won.
Hold on to your arc!
You're mine!
Here I come!
It's over! Crush!
Sleep now!
Being
Get
interrupted.
on in there with the earth!
Crush!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Here I come! You're finished!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
It's over!
Stalagmite!
Eternal devastation! Here I come!
Radiant light!
You picked the wrong fight!
Eat this!
You're mine!
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, Doubling.
Whirlwind snap!
Eternal devastation!
Raging confiscated!
In a bind? Crush!
Illuminate
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Thunder field!
Eternal devastation!
Sleep now!
It's over!
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Eternal devastation!
I'll finish you here! Do it!
Blow away! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Looks like this is a dead end.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Might as well turn back.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Go no further!
Here I come! Whirlwind snap! Eternal devastation!
Raging storm!
You're mine! You're finished! Eagle ray! Eternal devastation!
When the lightning hits them!
I'm not done!
Illuminate the storm!
Armor's too strong.
Be my guest! Crush! Eat dirt!
Here's the raging
Here I come!
Seal!
Take this!
Get on the other!
Eternal devastation!
One in his foot!
The enemy wields armor.
You'll soon see about that!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Can you take it? I'll find you in the dust!
Eternal devastation! Blow away!
Raging cascade!
Raining
Seal!
You're mine!
Get on in there with the other!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Captain Swirl!
Eternal devastation!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
That's what I like to hear.
No choice! Crush! Eternal devastation! Hurricane thrust! You're mine!
Take this! Don't mind if I do.
Now you see what I can do! Shine! Radiant light!
Astro.
That's
You
my
picked
cue.
the wrong fight!
Shut him down.
I owe you one.
No armor can stop me! Remind me to stay on your good side.
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Hold nothing back!
Can you take it? Watch this!
Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation!
Allow me to help.
Crush! Eternal devastation!
Now!
Allow me to help.
Crush! More!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
See that?
That training's paying off.
Blow away!
Burst of regeneration! Regeneration!
Now I can let loose!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on our side, Wolverine.
You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime.
I'll smash you!
Take this!
Shouldn't have messed with me! Force of regeneration! You require
Photon, lightning descent.
Take this!
Take this!
We
We got the advantage!
Good.
I can't ignore your
Just
pain.
have to make sure we
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Whirlwind snap! Begin!
Don't mind if I do.
You're mine! Eternal devastation!
Rip and tear!
Dance in the wind.
Raining slash!
Sleep now.
I'm not
King wall tucked away.
You're mine!
Whoa!
In an instant! Impact block!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
You guys want to rest here?
Gosh, the castle's even larger once you get close to it.
What's that shining thing up top? A spirit vessel? It feels creepy, like it's watching over everything.
You think he knows we're here?
We'd best assume as much, yes.
What we have to do is simple. Just beat Volron and rescue Shion. That's it.
Try not to work yourself up too much. We have a lot of city and castle yet to traverse.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped. I'll see you again tomorrow. Well, off we go. We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front gate.
Halt! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only ones scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganeth Haros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it!
Hmm?
That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Danins, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Farra's castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Danon slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
Law, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danons and Renans go? Shion. There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle. But...
Good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Full Run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Xion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after,
Then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volrun? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion, perhaps. but frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts. Whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods, the outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place. Shion!
Wait! Something's not right.
Shion,
It's so dark. Everyone,
we came to save you. It's okay now.
and I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me. No.
Shion?
Lies.
This situation just got prickly.
There is immense dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. It's possible Volron's manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far away. We'll need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorns. So we fight fire with fire! Unless you have a better idea. Illuminate the storm! Holy glitter! I'm all alone.
Shion!
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Shion! Shion! We're coming for you! Won't let you down this time. Ah! This pain I feel is nothing compared to what you're going through. I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. So please, open your eyes. Shion! Burn! Eternal devastation! Here I come! You're finished! Eternal devastation!
This world! More where that came from!
Eat this!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Blow away!
Photon, illuminate the storm!
Raining blast!
Holy land!
Inferno punch! Not a chance! Struck! You're mine! Huh? Devastation!
Talon hurricane! Illuminate the
Tear!
storm!
Hurricane
Holy
thrust!
glitter!
Tear!
Holy land!
Take this!
Inferno punch!
Huh?
Dragon
You're
shield!
mine!
Burn!
Huh? Crush!
Super swallow dance!
Eternal devastation!
Talon
Raise
hurricane!
cascade! Spread! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Air
It's
thrust!
over!
Light astral!
Take this! No further!
I'll tear you apart!
Now! My turn!
I'm on
No
weak
escape!
now! Talon hurricane!
I'll be saving this one!
Glimmer dragon! Eagle assault! I'll tear you apart!
thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us! I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Elfin!
She thinks we left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this, it's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohalim. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
Alvin! How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
Let's go. Bull Run is waiting.
Hey, Alphen?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me,
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
We all express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Shion.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Let's go. We have to take Volron out.
Right.
The...
Those things that came out of Shion are her thorns, right? She said they're made of dark astral energy.
She did. But those thorns are no astral art, and she cannot control them. Such immense astral energy, too. Just what are her thorns, really, I wonder? I suppose she might have an answer, but isn't yet ready to talk.
Shion.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for. It was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacked the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Danon rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
What isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Shion.
You're okay now. You're safe, Shion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you. Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Wait, we don't have a plan!
As far as Law's concerned, this is the plan. Let's go!
Open your eyes! This blind royalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
It's useless. They're brainwashed. Just like the Danon puppets we dealt with outside.
Knock it down! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Take this one's right on! I'll tear you apart! It's turning coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
Eat this! Thank you! No! Can't end here!
I couldn't make it in time. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation.
Will this help?
Now or never.
Here I come!
An astral burst?
That's like you!
Shut him down!
Do it! Shion! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Not again!
Here's a healing arm!
Negative gate.
Rising Phoenix!
Resonate with the earth.
I'm out of ammo!
You're mine!
Will this help?
Blow away! Ready to blow away!
benediction.
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Shield! Rip and tear! Eagle assault!
Here's our healing arc.
Dragon form! Just getting started.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Eat this! Lunar production! Dragon form! Resonate with the earth!
Healing
Resonate with the earth!
back into the fray.
Water!
Hear my call.
Negative gate!
Spread.
Resonate with the earth!
Where are you going? Dragon. Here's your healing arc. First
I
aid.
owe you one.
Mega ray.
Burn in hell!
Dragon form! Nothing gets by me! Resonate with the earth! I'm ready!
Explosive ring! I owe you one.
Resonate with the earth! Dragon form!
Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volran, you think they might learn to think independently again? Actually, no. Never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volran.
As expected, Volron's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we reach Volron.
Little help!
Is this it?
I couldn't make it in time.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with
Holy glimmer!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul. Super
Illuminate the dark!
Off like focus!
Not done yet!
Talon Hurricane!
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that!
Hurricane!
Rise and let lightning
Regeneration! Regenerate!
Don't.
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help.
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death to
Come
death.
on!
Raging sword! Swirl sword! Hear my call!
Double Demon Fang!
Glacial spear! Raging sword!
Blow away! Raining
Glacial spear! Target
Blow away!
astral energy!
Dragon Swarm! Raining
This one's mine!
This one's all mine!
I'll heal you all!
Eternal Devastation!
I can't heal you forever!
Devastation!
I
owe you
hear
one.
my call!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Blow away!
What's this? Here's a healing word! Here, let me help! Water, hear my call!
Not today!
Lightning condense! Spread! Reload! I'm out of energy!
Blow away!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Too much!
Burning Raging sword!
Double Demon Fang! This is
Air thrust! Light astral energy! Glacial spear! Pierce
evil! I'm ready! Raging storm! Mega Ray! Photon flux! Ready! Jedi Aqua! Light Accelerator Flame! Reload! Water, hear my call! Lightning Red! Laser Spear! Raging evil! Sleep now! This isn't ideal. Who wants to die next? Raging Storm! More where that came from! Lightning! Downfall! I'm out of ammo! Dead in the wind! Sleep now! Spirit Flame! Reload with the stockpile! Water! Hear my call! More where that came from! Can't be happening!
There's always room for improvement.